first one is he's gonna reach over, guys. He's gonna make a bear hug over the arms. So like I said before, here he's not choking you, he's not hitting you. What's the biggest danger here? Falling. If he bends me at the hip and starts pressing me backwards, this is the easiest place for me to go. He might want to take me or push me, but now I'm going to end up on my back and I'm going to hit my head, and this is going to be really bad. So the first movement that I have to do is, and immediately I'm going to start doing, is I'm going to start pressing on his hips and keeping him. If he keeps it, that's fine. He's going to try to hold on, but I get to this position here. My hips are going to go back, and I push his hips away, and now try to lift me. It's really hard for him to get to position to lift me. So now what I'm going to do is I need to get around and underneath him. So what I'm going to do is, with my strongest arm, my right arm is strongest, guys, I'm going to lift that arm up really high, and I'm going to take my step behind him or beside him. I'm next to him, not behind him, not in front of him. I'm next to him, all right? So I want you to look. One foot's in front, one foot's in the back. Once I get to this spot here, I'm going to hold on to his arm. Now, depending on what he's doing, I'm going to start attacking. That's why I need 1 foot in the front. I'm sorry, 1 foot in the front, 1 foot in the back. If for whatever reason he starts sitting back and taking him backwards, well, I'll just sit and I'll start taking him in a different direction. But for right now, he's pushing forward or his head is falling forward. So I'm going to take him in that direction. That's where it's going to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my step and I put it right in front of his foot. And I'm going to take my step and I put it right in front of his foot. Now my hips start on this side of his body, but I want my hips to end up on the other side of his body. I want you to look how I twist my feet. My feet right now are pointing towards the camera right now. I'm going to twist my hips, and I'm going to get my hip all the way to the other side and lift my hip. Once I lift my legs, guys, both legs go straight. He sits up on my hips, and all I have to do, you ready? All I have to do is kind of rotate my upper body, and he's going to go all the way through. To me, the most important thing is to get to here. We also have a position of control and an arm lock, 2 arm locks that we can do from here that I usually teach. But I just want to get the throw. The throw to me is like the most important thing, all right? Let's try it. So from here, he wraps around, guys. He catches me. My hands are going to go right into his hips. My hips are going to go back, just stopping him from making any movement to off balance me. Now when I'm ready, my hand is going to go one way or the other. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to get beside him. I'm going to grab his hip. I'm going to grab his arm. I keep it. Look where I'm going to go. Take my step in front. Take my step in front. Hips go all the way across. I lift, turn my upper body, and then we throw. We can finish into the position, go into the throw, whatever we need to do. Go into the arm bar, whatever we need to do. All right? Let's start here. Ready? So he grabs around, position. What I got to do first?
Base and hips.
Base. I got a base. Hands on the hip. He's trying to stand up. I'm going to hands on the hip. Lift my hips back, guys. Lift up my arm. Get underneath. Look at my arm. Wraps all the way around. Grabs the belt. Do I hold on to the uniform?
No.
No. So I usually, when I grab his elbow and I just grab his hip and keep it towards me. I just don't want him walking away. And now from here, take my step. Look at my foot. In front of his foot. In front of his foot. Hips go all the way across. And I lift. And when I do this, when I finish, it's just my upper body rotating all the way through. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. All right? Anybody have any questions?
Let's say no shirt, whatever. Would you ever grab on the wrist and pull?
No. I try not to grab on the wrist because if I go here, he still has a lot of arm over there.
Okay.
You see that? I really want to grab the elbow and really turn him into position, pushing him with my shoulder, holding onto the hip, and then throwing from there.
And does it matter if his hand's over your arm or under?
No. Because we started here with his arms over, sometimes I'll end up here. If we do it, we also have a standing throw that we teach. What I do is I grab, get the arm, and get to position, and my arm's on top. So it doesn't matter if it's over or if it's under, as long as I'm pulling it, I'm going to be fine. Right? Does that make sense? Anybody else have any questions? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's do this.